And I'm going to talk with George and Rebecca. Hello.
Hello?
Hi, I guess this is George.
Yes, it is.
And is Rebecca there?
Um, Actually, if I could talk a little bit about... See, I
Do you have
can
Rebecca
talk to
tied
your
up and gagged?
people. Hello?
Do you have Rebecca gagged and bound?
Yes, almost.
Okay.
The problem being is, see, as a kid, I used to go to a therapist.
Uh-huh.
And I have a problem talking to someone face-to-face about personal issues.
Okay, well, we're not face-to-face. So.
I know, but see, the thing is my counterpart is kind of the opposite. She would rather talk to someone face-to-face.
And your counterpart is Rebecca?
Correct.
Okay. And Rebecca is in the room.
You might remember me. I had called a couple of times, and I was trying to get her on the line regarding satisfying her.
Okay.
But it goes deeper than that.
Okay.
I probably made a fatal mistake. Okay, we've been married 15 years.
Wow.
And I have a problem of premature ejaculation.
Okay.
But I think what the problem is, I've always told her, like one of my fantasies is like a woman-man thing.
A woman-man thing.
I mean, a woman-woman.
Okay.
And it has encountered itself, but both times I did not realize.
Wait a second. It has encountered itself?
Well, it's taken place.
Ah.
But I did not realize until this point how much that had crushed her.
So you had a threesome with Rebecca and another woman?
Well, it was basically just the two women.
Okay, Rebecca had sex with another woman while you watched?
Yes.
Ah. And you enjoyed this tremendously, and
well, the first time I thought I would, I didn't. And see, the problem being is each time it happened, I did not realize that she was almost in a blackout state.
A blackout state?
Meaning drinking.
Ah, okay.
And I did not realize it, and I had no idea how much it had crushed her emotionally.
Yes.
And that probably being the point to where it's progressed to this point in the relationship that, I ejaculate, but it's...
Wait, you're talking about two different things, and you really have not connected them for me.
Okay, well,
your premature
how can I help?
ejaculation and then this threesome. Unless, of course, you're telling me that you think the psychological reason that you're coming too fast is because of this conflict between you and her over this threesome, and that you come fast in order to get sex over with.
No, I think the problem is I did not realize how much it had affected her emotionally, because she did it for me.
And so why does that make you come fast?
Well, I think I do that because of, I'd heard you before, because of masturbational habits.
A masturbational habit. So you're masturbating with her, and that makes you come fast?
No, it's when I do masturbate, obviously you just want to get to the point, and that's what I think my problem is.
Okay, well, so you need to take your time more, whether you're masturbating or with her.
But is there any way to address, like, the other issue?
The other issue of her, she doesn't want to have sex with another woman, and maybe she will, but you shouldn't do it when she's drunk.
Well, I did not know that she was in that state.
Well, you should know. How could you not know?
There you go. How could you not know?
Thank you. Rebecca has spoken.
Well,
You've got to be more in touch with your woman there.
Thank you.
I mean, you sound a little self-involved, darling.
I think so.
And
She
Rebecca...
didn't want to speak, but I guess you hit a point that...
Well, I wouldn't make her speak, but yes, I guess I hit a point that she agrees with. And
I have a hard time talking to people. This is something that I've known him since I was 3 years old.
Aw.
Friends our whole life. And
Yeah.
he basically killed me
He killed you.
with this.
Ah.
This issue. He forced somebody on me for his pleasure.
Yeah.
It killed me. I don't want to go near him sexually.
Well, it didn't kill you, Rebecca. You're not dead. I hear you loud and clear. So it just hurt you. But that's I'm not minimizing it. I understand that it hurt you a lot. But
Yeah.
let's thank God and the goddess that you're not dead. and he didn't kill you. He's not a homicidal maniac. He's just a selfish little boy. And he
it hurt my feelings so bad
and
that
he
I
hurt-
don't know how to get from here to there. I don't know how to give back,
right.
and I don't know that I want to.
Well, you have to want to get back, because it's difficult, because he breached your trust.
Exactly.
And I'm not saying you can't get back together. I mean, certainly couples breach trust quite a bit in this world. We human beings, unfortunately, are not always so trustworthy. And sometimes that breaks us up, and sometimes we can get over the problem and get back together again.
I'm scared to have a drink around him.
Well, I would be too.
I'm desperately afraid with him and this other couple. I'm afraid to go out with anybody because I'm afraid what I might end up in a situation. And that's a horrible thing, to be married to somebody and know somebody since you're 3 years old and be afraid to go out with them.
Well, you can go out with him, but unless you want to get involved in a wild orgiastic scene, you shouldn't get drunk with him.
It's not fair.
Life is not fair.
That's what I tell my son all the time.
Yeah, well, I mean,
What
at
would
least
you
you know it's...
suggest just in our, every marital day sex life. I mean,
You've got to win her trust back. You took advantage of her, darling. And my goodness, I mean, you know each other very well. I can't believe that if you've known her since you were 3 years old, you didn't know that she was really drunk that night. And she doesn't believe it either. And we
I
both...
didn't know she was in the blackout state where she would not remember
Oh, the
anything.
blackout state, whatever. She was really drunk. She wasn't in control of herself. Whether she was in the blackout state or just highly intoxicated, that's not a way to have a first-time sexual experience like that. That's something she is so ambivalent about.
Exactly.
Well, honestly, I
I didn't
thought...
have a choice.
Honestly,
It wasn't like
you
I was
just-
like,
yes.
talked about, and I had a choice. It was pushed on me.
Right. So, George,
Yes?
I don't mean to jump on you, but I think you took advantage of her. You really wanted to make this happen. I'm sure that you didn't think it would hurt her. I don't think you hurt her on purpose at all. I just think you're very self-involved, and you don't even quite get what her feelings are. You don't,
Well,
yeah,
One,
speak up.
this is probably, we've been married probably about 5 years
Okay.
previously. And she had asked me what, my biggest fantasy was. We had pretty much fulfilled almost all of them.
Yeah.
And
Wow, she sounds like a great sex partner.
she is. She's super.
Okay, and you took advantage of that, boy.
And she kind of reeled me in on a line, and she goes, well, just tell
Reeled
me.
you?
You never know.
Oh, you're trying to blame her now.
That's exactly what I get when I try and talk with him. That's why I won't even discuss it.
Reeled her in. That's like the kind of Bible-thumping people that say Eve made Adam eat the apple.
Exactly.
No, that's the problem.
Come on.
All I'm saying is, I only approached it about 5 years ago, and she says,
Okay,
"Who?"
well, you made a mistake. Have you apologized to her, by the way?
Never.
I did.
No. Well, I don't know. Have you? Really?
I honestly,
Did you
thought I
acknowledge-
I did not know that I hurt her that deeply with that.
No,
And
I
are
never
you
heard of it.
sorry?
I'm
Are you sorry that you hurt her?
Very,
Okay.
very, because it's to a point now where, we.
Oh, don't tell me it's
As
to
a
a point
kid,
now
I
where
was-
you're not getting laid and that's the reason you're sorry. That ain't gonna hold
Wait,
much
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well, what'd you say?
I'm saying that I think that possibly the reason you're finally sorry is because you ain't getting no nookie no more.
Well, I am getting the nookie. I just feel so bad that it's like I can't. No matter what happens, I can't get her. To that point.
Say it. To what point?
To orgasm.
So she doesn't have orgasms with you
No.
anymore. I see. So she's very resentful towards you that you took advantage of her, and you have to make it up to her.
I just don't know how he could. That's
Well,
my
you have to
problem.
let
I don't
him
know how
make
he
it up.
gets from here to there.
Do you want to? He's the father of your child, correct?
2 children.
2 children. Okay. You have to. Do you want to be with him, Rebecca? Do you want this husband of yours to be your lover?
Not now. No, I don't trust him. I'm
No.
scared of him.
Well, that's too bad. I think. I mean, is he a good person in other ways?
Yeah, most of the time.
Well, I mean, would you want a divorce?
Huh?
Do you want a divorce? Do you want to leave each other? Do you want a new sex partner?
No. I'm just kind of happy living without sexually being satisfied. Just go through the motions.
See, that's
I
what
see.
kills me.
Both of you are killing each other.
I know, we probably need a lot more help than this. That's my point. We need to go through years, probably, of therapy.
Well, I don't know about years, but maybe a few sessions.
Well, we have. See, my problem is I get very embarrassed talking about this subject with someone, right in the room who I know.
Uh-huh.
I myself am much more open, talking to someone like you over the phone, you know what I mean?
I gotcha.
Whereas
I
she's the
understand.
complete opposite.
Well, she's pretty comfortable right now. She seems to be
Well,
talking.
you hit a nerve in her because she wasn't going to say a word.
Well, she's...
I just think my voice is very recognizable, and I don't, God forbid, I have a friend that's watching a TV show and hears my voice, I will die. That will humiliate me beyond belief.
You won't die.
Well, it would humiliate me if somebody recognized my voice. I've got a very recognizable voice.
Then you have to say to that person, what are you doing watching that show?
Well, see, she had never seen it before, and I showed it to her tonight. She's like, oh, my God, that's the lady that you've been calling that's holding that dildo?
Yes, Rebecca.
I mean, is there anything you could suggest? Or, how should I...
I suggest that the two of you have to do a lot more talking and getting back in trust with each other. The two of you are hurting each other. You hurt her by taking advantage of her when she was drunk and kind of getting her into a sexual situation that she really wasn't ready to be in, that she may never be ready to be in. And now she's hurting you back by not opening up with you when you have sex together and holding back her orgasms.
Was something weird about that time?
Yeah.
I knew it was kind of wrong because I could not even get aroused.
Okay. Well, that's not weird. You felt guilty.
Yeah. Good reason to feel guilty.
Maybe that should have been a reason that should have told you, maybe
Stop
we
it.
shouldn't be doing this.
Not set it up and do it again.
You have some growing up to do, darling, George, and maybe Rebecca will let you do that with her. I mean, she's not going with somebody else. She's busy with your kids, and, you just have to win her back. And it's partly a psychological thing and partly a physical thing.
Any suggestions?
Yes, talking to her, letting her know that you're never going to do something like that again, letting her know when you go out with her that you won't take advantage of her, you won't get her drunk and try to get her with somebody, and if she does happen to get drunk while you're out, you'll take care of her.
Yes, please.
And then she might open up to you sexually and have orgasms with you again.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
Thanks to you.
My pleasure. Keep in touch with me.
Have a good evening.
You too.